Gaffer, all the hype around Man City is done and dusted now. It's back to the bread and butter. Mansfield tomorrow. How much are we looking forward to it, and how much are we ready to go again?
Can't wait, because it's our bread and butter. You know, the training ground was back to usual this morning. Hardly anybody here, no cameras, no press, no outside influences. So it's important now that it's a brilliant experience for the players, but that experience with the opposition, with the supporters especially, that just only has to fuel a fire now. You know, and we want to make sure that our last 18 games, more importantly our last remaining home games, are vital for where we're going to finish at the end of the season. Like I say, fuel a fire, and let's see if we can get days like that week in, week out. First of all at the end of this season, but then ultimately can we get to the Championship.
Will the players need any picking up, do you think?
No, because we're going to make a few changes, because I don't want to pick everybody that has an emotional attachment to that game. I mean, I've said it so many times, the importance that our supporters can have. You know, the players are warming up and the atmosphere is in the warm up. It's just that it's so easy for the players to go out and perform, and the energy, to keep the energy up. So if the supporters can replicate that for the last 8 home games, then it gives us every chance, because we need them on board. It was fantastic at the weekend, but obviously we need to freshen it up, and we need players that watch that from the side and can't wait and chomping at the bit to play a game of football. So there'll be a few changes, but we also need to freshen it up as well.
Mansfield came up last season. They've had a decent first half of the season. What can we expect from them?
I actually watched their first game of the season. They played Barnes-away, I think it was 4-0. They used the momentum for the previous season. They've done an outstanding job, Nigel. He's over a period of time. They've been really stable, and deservedly went up in a tough league. I think only Wrexham and Stockport finished above them. So good job, good club, and they started really well, and they used that momentum at the start of the season. They found it a little bit tougher at this stage of the season, but I think apart from the top 3 or 4, although Huddersfield are finding that now, it's the league where you can have a run where you struggle in different parts of the season. So it'll be a difficult game. We need to make sure that we do the basics right again, like we did against Manchester City, like we did in previous weeks, because every side that we play will pose as a threat.
Obviously, Dan came back on Saturday, as did Don Ball. How nice is that for you? And I guess, have you maybe got a little bit of a selection headache now with the players who are cup tied?
Yeah, but it's what we wanted. We lacked bodies at the end of last year. We've got more bodies than what we need now, which is helpful for me. But it's also about having a respect that my job is difficult, and if you've got the shirt, do everything you can to keep it. And if you haven't got the shirt, train properly when you get an opportunity to play. Maximise yourself to make the competition harder for the 11 starters, and it's all healthy, good competition for us going forward. But like I said, I've never had a problem with that at this club. The players are great. They know the understanding that the ultimate goal is a big prize, and everyone wants to be on board.
And you've touched on the fans already. Obviously, we know Tuesday games can be difficult for some people to get to. How important is it for us that as many people as possible can get there, and those who can get here really do make as much noise as they can?
Well, the proof was Saturday. The proof was, you know, you've got a world-class team and a world-class manager that has come into our stadium and go, it's a difficult crowd to play against, difficult place to play. I think he mentioned the feel and the smell of the stadium, and we can feel that. So if you're players and you can feel that, it gives you a massive boost. I know it's difficult because of the transport situation and whatever on Tuesday, but if as many as possible can turn up and make the same noise as you did on Saturday, honestly, that will be a huge plus for us, because the schedule over the next 4 weeks is tough. Tuesday, Saturday, and if we can get through these next 4 weeks and be in a position that we're more or less in now, then we have a huge chance.